Hello, everybody. Dave Jones from EinsteinSaloon.com here with a first look at Linux Mint 16 Petra Cinnamon. Now, this is going to be something new for both for me and hopefully maybe for you. It's going to be not only a first look at the new Linux Mint operating system for you, but it also is for me. I have not seen it yet, nor will I have any beginning or um, preconceived ideas on how it looks, runs, or anything to that extent. So before we continue, let's just open up and we'll look at some of the new features. If you go onto their website, this is going to be the Cinnamon version of their desktop environment. In the past, on another YouTube channel, I did a review of Linux Mint Cinnamon. It was probably Mint 14 or Mint 13, can't quite remember. And I was not impressed at all. It was very early in its lifespan. It had a lot of bugs. It seemed like it crashed. And it was very different from the old Linux Mint menu, which a lot of people in the Linux community thought was the best menu system out there. So it took some getting used to it. I did not give it a good review at that time. Then with the past version, Linux Mint 15, I tried it for a little bit, and I have to say I fell in love with Cinnamon. It was really, really good. It's much more stable, and the only reason why I didn't continue using it was because of my stupid AMD video card. Couldn't didn't have the correct drivers for Linux, so I wasn't able to get all the special effects for for it to work properly, especially trying to play video games. I'm still trying to figure out how to be able to play Steam games on Linux without the lag. I've got the AMD Radeon HD 7870, I believe, 7870 or 7950, something like that. It's a very it's a decent graphics card and it should be able to run. I mean, it runs video games and ultimate settings in Windows 7 perfectly, so it should be able to do it with Linux, just that they don't have the right drivers. So in the future, screw AMD. I'm going to start going with NVIDIA video cards. Anyways, that's another point for another discussion. Here we're talking about Linux Mint 16 and the new features. It says it's going to come out with Cinnamon 2.0. So after about 6 months of development with a lot of people working on a lot of bugs, it's going to have a lot of improvements like sound effects, better user management. Just going to skim through this really quickly. Better edge tiling, edge snapping, Nemo improvements, and a few others. So that's that. So let's get to the fun part. Because, like I said, this is going to be not only a first impression, I have not seen it yet. It's going to be loaded up in a virtual box. I already have it set up, so all I got to do is start it, wait for it to begin to run, and then we'll see how it works. I'm excited. Can't wait. 3, 2, 1, launch. At least let's hope it launches. Or maybe a very short video. Linux Mint 16 looks like the splash screen. Things always look different in a virtual box than it does with a full install. So after this video is complete, I'm actually going to do a full install on a laptop, and I'm going to work with it or play with it for a week or so, and then I'm going to write up a full review on Linux Mint 16. So here we go. You see Linux Mint 16. It's got the standard Linux Mint menu. No, they changed the little number, so it's got 16 on it. Gives you the options for computer, your home menu, your home folder, and to install it. And let's see. All right, so it's got this. I remember my first review of Linux with Cinnamon. This would not always work, the tiling by going into the front corner. I see this isn't exactly in full screen. Doesn't seem to be. There's the Mint system, the menu. So you open it up. Cinnamon is derived from GNOME 3. You know, it's GNOME 3 with shell extensions. So they try to give it as much of the old Linux Mint menu as possible. However, it does get kind of a look of GNOME 3 in some aspects. So it starts out with your favorites. You got Firefox as the default web browser. Seems to work pretty good. Let's see. What is the, there we go, version that comes with it? 24. It's up to date. Very nice. Linux Mint 1. Nice thing about Mint, it is derived from Ubuntu. However, and I probably should have showed that before, the browser. However, unlike Ubuntu, it comes with all the standard codecs and everything. So if you do go to YouTube, you should have no trouble playing videos. See, it looks like Flash is working. I'm assuming that's being run but with Flash. Black Friday, Walmart. Oh boy. Can't believe it's Black Friday. Video works. Don't know if you hear it, but the sound works. People going crazy. Watch the police do nothing. I hate Black Friday. Stay home. Buy online. Forget it. But as you see, YouTube works perfectly. Oh, there's some wacky things, but that's I'm sure is because of the virtual machine. I have to admit, I have not quite figured out totally how to get a virtual machine to work properly. So you're going to see little things like that. But what else does it come with? It comes with standard Firefox, the Mint operating systems, the Mint software downloader, settings, IRC chat, terminal, software manager, I should say, files, lock, log out, and quit. Accessories, standard set, USB image writer. Mint has always been known for doing that pretty good. Graphics will come with GIMP. Internet, as we saw before, Firefox comes with Pigeon as the messenger app, has the XChat IRC. Comes with LibreOffice, which is great. I think it's the best Office software. I think it's better in Microsoft Office now. Can't stand the ribbon on Office. So I tell everybody to use LibreOffice. Banshee is for the sound, Procero, VLC for the media player, the best media player around for Windows, Linux, or Mac. Preferences, it's got the standard set of preferences. The one thing I am going to try when I install this is the one of the nice things with Linux Mint is they do try to give you a quick and easy access to a lot of the third-party software drivers. So especially with like the graphics card with AMD, so I'm going to try it out. It wasn't quite working with Linux Mint 15. Every time I would try the AMD drivers, I would end up with just a black screen and couldn't do anything. So I ended up giving up. Administration, you get the software manager, software sources. Let's click on the software manager real quick because it works really nice. It's like the Ubuntu software store. However, I like the look and feel of it better. It's got categories, all packages featured, and then it's got rating systems like VLC, Firefox. Well, you can see how everything is rated. It's got a nice little search feature. So if you wanted to do some Python scripting, if I only knew how to spell, and it's probably a little bit more of the PY. Ow, that's weird. Well, hopefully that's I mean, that's definitely something I'm going to have to check out with the full install. Is why I'm not able to type very well. Very interesting. I wonder if it doesn't like my mechanical keyboard. That's something worth noting. Another way to type it out. Let's try LibreOffice Writer. Give everyone a quick view of this. How is the all good men to go to the party? So that seems to work fine. Can't complain. Close without saving. Obviously, as you can see, I don't have this in a quite the perfect full screen. All right, administration. Upload, update. Yeah, you know what we're going to do? How about we try doing the install in the VirtualBox? So let's click it so we can see the process. So when you do the install, first thing you're going to see is it's going to ask you for your language. Click continue. It's going to ask that you make sure you have at least 7.8 gigabytes of space available and that you're connected to the internet. Click continue. This computer, currently has Fuduntu. Fuduntu. I used to like it. We'll replace that. Say goodbye to Fuduntu. It's no more. That was a nice distro. It was the only Red Hat or Fedora based system that I liked. I really am I am really a Debian I like Debian Linux systems much better than Fedora. There was only one that I like, and it was Fuduntu, and that's because they tried to combine both a little bit of Fedora and Ubuntu to make it easier. And it was really nice, stable, quick, fast. Worked on netbooks, laptops. Had a nice power saving feature for batteries. And then for some reason, the community that was upkeeping it disbanded. So that was a shame. So back to Linux Mint and Debian. Yay! Alright, so now welcome to Linux Mint. Thank you for choosing it. Slideshow will show you around the system as it's being installed on your computer. So you can click on the little slideshow. Shows you how it comes with Firefox, Flash, and Java. That was the other thing I should have mentioned about one of the advantages of Mint compared to other Debian-based systems is it comes with a third-party proprietary software. Audio codecs, like I said, Banshee for the rather than Rhythmbox. Mint's been using Banshee for a while as the preferred audio device. VLC, Totem, video codecs for watching videos. It's using Gthumb, which is somewhat new. It used to use something else before, I believe. Can't remember what the program was. Gthumb works nice. Stay connected. It comes with Thunderbird if you like to download your email rather than using webmail. Pigeon for instant messaging. XChat for the IRC. For productivity, LibreOffice. LibreOffice comes with Microsoft support and PDF support, so LibreOffice is just great. And install software, Steam, which next time I rebuild my computer, I'm definitely going to build it to the specs that the people at Steam use in order to run their games on a Linux-based system. Once I can figure out how to do that, I'm saying goodbye to Windows permanently. No more dual booting. And if I can get that going and working properly, it'll definitely be with Linux Mint. Skype for instant messaging also. Google Earth. Picasa. I don't know if there's anybody that still uses Picasa. I don't know anybody personally. Wine, which is starting to be needed less and less, in my opinion, or my observations. VirtualBox, so you could do things like this. Wow, and that's it. We're all done. Restart now. So I'm clicking on the restart. However, I may end up ending the video here. This has actually been a much longer look than I anticipated. So, yes, that is going to be it for now. I don't want to show too much because, like I said, I'm going to fully install this onto my hard drive and run with it for a few days, and then I'll be back with a further review. So this is Dave Jones from EinsteinSaloon.com. Hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. See you soon.